military to assist in maintaining security in the country with regard to the ongoing demonstrations against the Finance Bill 2024. This as Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale gazettes deployment of Kenya Defense Forces to aid the police amid ongoing countrywide anti-finance bill protest. This is the latest that we are getting under the Gazette notice as sent by the Cabinet Secretary for Defense Aden Duale, which says that pursuant to Article 24(1)(3)(b) of the Constitution of Kenya, as read with various other articles, the Kenya Defense Forces Act Cap 199, the Kenya Defense Forces is deployed on the 25th of June 2024 in support of the National Police Service in response to the security emergency caused by the ongoing violent protest in various parts of the Republic of Kenya, resulting in the destruction and breaching of crucial and critical infrastructure. Then again, breaking news, the military has been deployed in the country beginning the 25th of June, which will be tomorrow, to assist in matters to do with maintaining security in the country. This has happened after the Cabinet Secretary for Defense Aden Duale issued a Gazette notice this evening. That means that the military will work together with the police in securing the critical installations as espoused by the Kenya Gazette notice as issued by the Defense Cabinet Secretary. Remember that we expect equally a statement from State House as we wait for the President or any statement from the executive with regard to today's demonstrations that saw protesters managed to breach the National Assembly Parliament buildings, got inside and also damaged a few properties in National Assembly, equally together with the offices, the headquarters of the Nairobi County Assembly. Johnson Sakaja, the governor of Nairobi, the premises was today attacked and put on fire. Again, the military has been deployed to assist the police in maintaining security following the ongoing protest that we continue to witness in the country. President William Ruto will be addressing the nation with regard to the protest that the country was treated to today. And we expect him to address what is happening in the country, what the plan is. Remember, as the president, his sole responsibility is to make sure that the country moves forward, that the country is peaceful, and equally maintaining and taking care of the security of the country. And that, as we continue to have this conversation, I shall be talking with the Advocate Senior Counsel Willis Otieno, who just shall be making sense of what has happened today with regard to the protests that have happened in the country. What does the law say? And even with the deployment of the military in the country, what does the law say? Does this need to go through the National Assembly? Good evening to you, Wakili. Now, as we have this discussion today, Kenyans went to the streets and they are demanding for the finance bill to be rejected. First of all, can that be done? And as Kenyans exercise their right with the police excesses that we have seen today, what is your position as the advocate of the law of Kenya with regard to the law?
The first reference point is Article 1 of our Constitution, which vests sovereignty in the people of Kenya. And the people of Kenya can exercise their sovereignty either directly or through democratically elected representatives. The people are supreme even to the Constitution. So we need to understand, in terms of the order of things, the people are first, the Constitution is second, and then their agents. And their agents will be the president, parliament, the state, even the military. In this particular instance, the people spoke rejecting the finance bill. The agents have ignored them. And the people have gone out to say we are taking back power from our agents to exercise it directly. So the deployment of the military needs to be understood within this context, that even the military are the agents and they are under the people. The people are the masters. They cannot be sent by fellow agents to come and superimpose the will of those other agents on the people. The people are supreme. And this deployment, how do you deploy your military, your agents, to come and deal with you, the master? It doesn't make sense. Our military are set up to protect the principle, the people, from external aggression, not to deal with the principle internally, especially when another agent is misbehaving. So that order by Duale is unlawful, illegal, null, and void. He does not have even parliament, because today the people managed to breach parliament and took over that institution. They asserted themselves as the principal. So Parliament of Kenya as it is does not exist. The people have breached it. The people are supreme. So Duale, having been approved by Parliament to be a CS, is an agent of the people. The Parliament that approved him has been breached. He cannot now try to seek solace in another agent to undermine the exercise of the sovereignty of the people. It is unlawful, unconstitutional, and this Duale and anybody else who heeds to his illegal direction is going to face the full wrath of the law and the people of Kenya.
Now,
I advise the military that when they are so invited to come out, they should stay in their barracks. They should not come out to now start using an illegal order to superimpose a power over the people. That now amounts to a coup on the sovereignty of the people by the military.
Now, Akili, if I may indulge you now, today we have seen the demonstrations that took place in the country and the excesses. We've seen people have lost their lives by the police who are supposed to maintain law and order and equally to protect the demonstrators as they go about their business, as you have rightfully said, that the Constitution gives Kenyans the right to go and peaceably protest and picket out there. So with the deaths that have gone out today, what does that mean with regards to the law and the police failing at their mandate of protecting life?
We have what we call the command responsibility. And command responsibility means this. The police commanders who are in charge of the units who are deployed to oversee the policing operations in various parts of the country. Those units, to the extent that they cause death of innocent protesters, the commanders will be called to answer, either locally or internationally. And we already have two examples, precedents that have been used. In the case of former police commissioner Mohammed Ali, he was called to answer at the ICC as a commander of the police unit. In the local case of Baby Pendo and other protesters, as we speak today, we have police commanders, including Mr. Yedei, who was in charge of the police in Kisumu. He was the commandant. He has been called and he has been charged before the court in Kenya, High Court, for crimes against humanity. He is now begging for his liberty.
Seem to be having a problem Problem with the signal from your end. Wakili, we seem to be having a problem with the signal from your end. We apologize for that. But we continue with the coverage of the ongoings that happened in the country today. We were having a conversation with Advocate Willis Otieno, Advocate of the High Court, as it brings us up to speed on matters to do with the law demonstrations, the right of the people, and the supremacy of the people, as he says, Kenyans actually are even supreme to the Constitution. We're just bringing you up to speed that we expect a statement from State House this evening with regard to the protests that were witnessed in the country today. But that as well with the fact that Defense Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has given a statement and gazette notice deploying the military to the country to aid the police with securing critical installations in the country in the light of the demonstrations that have happened in the country beginning last week and today being the climax of the same. Again, Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has deployed the military in the country to help the police in securing critical information and critical